Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing a paint job for this Greybow stock. This is my other Voodoo that I'm planning on using for steel safari matches. It's got this brown color, which I don't really like it, so I'm gonna be changing it. I'm planning on painting it black and then distressing the black. Well, first I'm gonna sand it and then put some metallic copper and espresso brown in it and then put black on top of it. Afterwards I plan on sanding it and stuff to make it look distressed so that the brown and the copper shows. It's gonna be flat. I'm gonna experiment with something that's not glossy and just do a full-on flat look. So after I use the spray paints, then I'm gonna be using this clear coat to put on top to protect it. So this is it, and I'll have before and after pictures. So step one was taking off all the hardware. I got a very messy bench, everybody. Taking off the M-LOK stuff, bottom metal. Yeah, and then I'm gonna be sanding it and then taping it afterwards. So I'm gonna be sanding it using this 320 grit sandpaper. You can go from 400 to 300. You should be fine. Only sanding it just to create adhesion. I'm not planning on taking the previous paint off. It's not the point because I already have a paint and primer in one, so it should stick. I'm just sanding it so that I could have mechanical adhesion. So this one already has bedding. This one's bedded by SS Precision. So when I'm sanding it, I want to make sure I'm not sanding the bedding and ruining it. So I'm just going around it. So now that I have this sanded, including the cheek piece, I'm gonna go ahead and tape. Bless me. I'm gonna go ahead and tape the bedding and anything that I don't want paint on. I'm gonna tape those. I'm gonna tape this. Put tape on the screw holes, the bedding, and then the cutie threads on the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and just basically put purple tape on anything that I don't want any paint on. Before I tape everything, I forgot that I need to wipe off the excess sand because it's very powdery right now. I'm gonna be taking some rags and putting alcohol on it. I like using alcohol because it evaporates quickly, so I can get to work. And so I'm gonna be taking some rags and making sure I wipe down everything so that it's clean before I spray paint it. So I'm gonna be taping up the areas in the stock that I don't want any paint on. So we used to use this purple stuff back in my painting days. These are good for protecting against very strong chemicals so that it doesn't penetrate through it. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. So I just got done taping this. It's not a perfect tape job. It's not like I'm getting paid to do this, so I'm just doing it myself. But I basically tape this area to protect the bedding, and the bottom stuff, holes in the screws, the cheek piece hole, and the QD cup holes. That way it prevent getting paint on it, and have the bubble level taped up as well. Now we're off to paint. So I have it hanging by this wire, metal wire. Got the cheek piece right there, and here's the stock. I'm about to paint it. It's a nice weather out to be painting it too, so it's not as humid outside. So hopefully it should dry quick. The first coat is going to be this metallic copper, and then I might add some espresso brown on top of it, and then do the black flat finish afterwards. Alright, so here's the bottom coat. I'm making sure it's not runny. Metallic copper. So when I do the distress, this is what should be showing. That's just the first coat. So it's been about maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And then now I'm gonna be putting this other coat. It's called espresso brown. Here's with the espresso brown. I didn't want to put a thick layer on it. I still wanted to show the copper. Very tiny, thin layer of espresso brown. All right, the next step is putting the top coat. This is going to be the main color for this rifle. It's a flat black coat. Alright, here's the final coat before distressing it. So underneath all this black, I have the copper and the brown. The fun part is actually distressing it. We're kind of busy today in the Manikas household. We're doing a lot of outdoor work. Alright, here's the fun part. So I usually take lacquer thinner and then put it on the cloth, and then I distress it. Usually the distress parts are on the edges, like these, just areas where it would look like it's naturally wearing out. I think it's only been 20 or 30 minutes. It's already dry. It's a nice weather outside, not too humid, and about 70 degrees here in Texas the fall. So this is drying super quick, which is really nice. It's a little sample. So here's a little sample, if you can see. It looks so cool. It's got that copper showing. I'm just taking lacquer thinner and wearing out the edges. So I'm going to be doing that throughout the whole rifle. Guys, here's the result after distressing it. Love it. It's got the copper metal showing and the dark espresso brown. Here's the other side. Here's the cheek piece. The next step is going to be this clear coat. This is going to help protect the paint from the elements, from scratches and stuff. So I'm probably going to put one, maybe two coats of these. It usually dries in an hour. final product.